I'm back. So something went like really wonky with the video, and I really wanted to save this for people who wanted to watch it later because I know that like 4:30 is a really weird time to be doing this. So I'm gonna do it again. And don't mind my dog, he's like being really needy right now. But okay, so it's kind of like I got a practice run. So if you've already listened to this, I'm sorry, you can just not listen to it again. So before a wedding, I take like a couple of steps as far as like health, wellness, preparation, organization. So like the week before a wedding, I really take care of myself, make sure I drink lots of water, eat lots of veggies, lay low on the wine. I don't do any type of like intensive resistance workouts the week before a wedding either. If I do it, I'll do it like Monday, like Sunday or Monday, but I don't want to be like sore or like slow to move around when I shoot a wedding. So I don't want to do like any crazy like resistance workouts where my muscles are going to be really sore and I'm not going to have like the flexibility and like mobility to shoot a wedding because it takes a lot of that. So yeah, I make sure that I'm taking care of myself, take a vitamin, eating well so that I'm not sick or tired or anything like that when wedding day comes around. Obviously, like I understand that like you can do all you can in those instances and you can still get sick. But yes, so this week just like cardio, maybe like light stretching and yoga and things like that. And then I don't drink at all the day before a wedding. I just like feel so much better. It gives me like stamina and energy for, you know, because it'll probably wind up being a 10-hour day, even though it's only an 8-hour wedding on Saturday. But yeah, so I have my first wedding of 2018 on Saturday, and I'm super excited. So with that said, a few other things. So when I do an engagement session with a couple, I always write notes afterwards in their client file of like, were they playful? Were they a little bit more quiet? Hey, Becca, yay, I'm so excited. Becca's shooting with me on Saturday, and she's my favorite. I'm so pumped. And so after their engagement session, I'll put notes in their file, just basically about like, were they playful? Were they a little bit more quiet? I always try and note poses that just like really worked for them, because I always talk to my clients about how like the engagement session is so great because we get to interact and get to know each other, and kind of like I can work through some kinks that will then be smoothed out and ready to go for their portraits on their wedding day. So I'll pull those notes out. I kind of do a little one-pager with like notes about them, what worked for them in their engagement session. I will do like a little mood board of some like cool funky shots I might want to get, which is an idea that came through a mentor session I did with Eden Strader. She the best. So I'll have that with their timeline, which I work with them to do beforehand too. And just try and like be like prepared for anything that'll come our way. I also, what I don't have here, I have 2 clear umbrellas that are just in the back of my car like at all times, just in case. Sorry, I'm looking for my water. But yeah, so I have those umbrellas just in case. But yeah, so I will get into my gear now. So first up, I shoot Nikon. So I have 2 Nikon D750s. One of them, I shoot like maybe like 90% of my jobs with this lens here, this exact setup, this camera, this lens. It's the Sigma 35 Art 1.4 lens. I mean, if I like had to shoot with only one lens, it would for sure be this, like without even thinking about it. So this is my primary camera, and then I have a secondary camera which has a 50 millimeter 1.4 on it. Right now it has like a magnifying, I have these like magnifying things that make the 50 a macro lens. Sorry, my battery's low. Yikes. So the magnifying lenses are really great for, like, you can see it's like magnifying my eye. It's so weird. So they come in like 1, 2, and 4 magnification, and basically they're like, it's like $65 or something, and it makes my 50 a macro lens, and it's awesome. It's really fun. The 2 and 1 are really fun to play with for portraits, and then the 4 is great for detail shots. So I have that. I have the rest of them are like in this little Hoya case, so they're Hoya. And then I have my 85 millimeter 1.4 lens, so I'll use this at the ceremony maybe, and maybe during portraits. I honestly, this is my least used lens, so I keep thinking of selling it, but we'll see how much I use it on Saturday. I'm also bringing, it's gonna be really nice outside, so I'm bringing my Pentax 645. It's a medium format film camera, so I'm gonna bring that, and I have some film. I have some Fuji 400 medium format film that I want to use, so I'm gonna bring this baby. It's huge, it's kind of annoying, but I'll throw it in my backpack. And then I use this harness to shoot with two cameras. So there's one camera here, one camera here. They like attach so that you can have like free hands and drop your camera. It's really, really nifty. I love shooting with this harness. This harness. It's the Hold Fast Moneymaker harness. What else? I have my flash. Pretty standard. I actually just ordered a whole new flash setup. It didn't come in time for this wedding, but I'm pretty stoked about that too. And then I've already formatted all my cards, so I keep my SD cards in this case that is waterproof, and also like I think it's supposed to, like, if it gets like run over, it's supposed to like not crush it or something. What else do I have in here? Oh, I also always have I shoot with a shoot sock around me, so it has like all these awesome little pockets. So I have like a water bottle in there, I'll have like a snack bar just in case, and I always have this, and I can also like put the bride's phone in here, which is really nifty. I can't believe I just said the word nifty, yikes. Yeah, but I love this shoot sock. I carry I also always have like loose business cards in here. Okay, yeah, and then some other fun stuff. So I have a prism in my hard case as well. We'll see, it might be fun to play with. And yeah, so I have a hard case. I have a hard Pelican case. Normally, like, especially if we're shooting in one location, I'll leave this hard case in like a vendor room. And then I have this backpack, which is like really light, durable, and comfortable to wear. So I'll put like, normally I can get away with most of the things I need in here. But for instance, like if I'm gonna shoot some portraits on film, I definitely need to put this in a backpack because this is freaking so heavy and huge. Like this is my normal camera, and this, I mean, they're not, I don't know, they're huge. Anyway, so yeah, so I will bring the backpack. Like sometimes there's like, you get like whisked off in like a golf cart, right? And like I don't want to have my hard suitcase with me, so I'll put stuff in that backpack that's just like easy to pack and go. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, batteries. So I'm already like set with both my cameras, so they have a fully charged battery and 2 formatted memory cards. I always shoot to 2 cards. I've already had sessions where 1 card has corrupted, and if I didn't shoot to 2 cards, I would have lost the whole session. So definitely always shoot to 2 cards. So this one's same. It's already loaded and ready to go. And then I always have, I also have fully charged extra batteries. I mean, the batteries for Nikon D750s, I mean, I think I could probably shoot 3 full weddings on it and it still would have battery left over, which is super crazy, but like, you just never know. And on that note, I also always have like a huge thing of like a Costco size AA battery pack, just in case anyone's flashes go out. I have extra batteries for people if they burn their batteries. For me, I've actually saved a lead shooter because I was the second shooter at the wedding and I had extra batteries. So just always good to have that extra stuff on you. And then normally I carry like Band-Aids, Tylenol, and like hand sanitizer. Just like I have like a little bag of random things that might be helpful too, that come from my PR event day background of just thinking like of all the things that could go wrong and how to deal with them. And then also I definitely should have like made a list. Checked it off. I bring my laptop and a hard drive as well. I don't necessarily always use it, but if I do have downtime where I can back up the photos that I've already taken, I definitely take that chance to do that. If if we have like 30 minutes for dinner, I will try and back up my photos and a second shooter photos if I can, just because peace of mind, and it's, you know, it doesn't hurt anybody to have backups of anything, because then at that point I'm like triple backed up because I have it to 2 cards and a hard drive. So yeah, that's pretty much my wedding setup. I try and keep it as simple as possible. The film stuff is like, it's just fun, so I'm excited to do that. It's not something I take to every wedding, but yeah, so that's my wedding preparation. Hopefully this video is better than the last one, you guys. The last video that I filmed, when I was like replaying it back to make sure it worked, like you could hear my voice normally, but like I was like robotic. It was so strange. So hopefully that does not happen again. DM me any questions that you have if you have them or I didn't answer them. And thanks so much. Bye.